how's it going, guys? So in this video there is a lot of progress to cover. It's been a couple of weeks since the last God Wars Dungeon 3 video, and there's a lot of stuff that I have done between then and now, and I've not really done any progression videos since then. You have seen some stuff like me finishing off my Raksha and also doing the staking thing where I won quite a lot of money doing that. However, I'm not going to include any of that in this video. So if you've seen those, don't worry, there'll be different stuff completely in this video. Towards the end of the last episode, we did actually go to Telos and get a really early lucky green orb from there. So we have our first orb of our second set to do, and we got it at like 160% enrage or something crazy like that. So really lucky, and that was the motivation that we probably needed to just stick with Telos. So we are heading back there now. As you can already see, we are starting our kills. So let's see how that actually went. I just wanted to give a heads up that most of this stuff has just been recorded without much live stuff in it, so I will be updating you guys and just sort of talking through what's happened in the time between the last episode and now to catch up, and then we can continue on with these videos just like we normally would. But let's get into it. As always though, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like on it, and do comment, share your thoughts about anything in the comment section. I love to hear your comments and reply to all of them. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Well, there it is. There's our second orb. We've got our volcanic orb at 299%, 26 kill streak. That's all on nihil as well. I was quite impressed that I managed to get this far. I was kind of nervous to go over 300%, but we don't even need to. So, wait, this is literally the next streak, actually. I did the other one, got the green orb, next streak, back-to-back streaks. Holy crap, my look at this box is crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our next streak started. So one streak down, we made quite a bit of money on it, so not too much of a problem. We did run out of food in that kill. It really wasn't good. However, this one really bothered me. So this is the third streak that I did. Obviously I wasn't expecting to get an orb so soon again already, but I was just building up the enrage to a point where, you know, you can start thinking maybe I'll get lucky in this streak and maybe I'll get something dropped soon. And as usual, this happens quite a lot to me. My internet decided to stop. Literally the game just stopped. My whole internet died in the whole house, and we were just left staring at Telos, pretty much just going to be definitely killing us. Once we logged back in, we had lost our streak, we claimed our loot, we made a decent amount of money from these two streaks, so it's not too big of a deal, but I was kind of fed up with Telos at this point now with that, and so I decided to come back another day. So, let's move on to our next thing. One thing that I really have never done, and I have always known in the back of my mind that I really should be doing it, is my Reaper tasks. Now, I was talking to General, and he was mentioning how he was doing his Reaper tasks, and it was making him a lot of money on the Hydrixes. And when I mentioned that I literally never did them, he was like, what the absolute hell are you doing? Why not? So he convinced me to take a Reaper task, and we went to ED3 to get that done. So this is that. We didn't get a whole lot of loot from here, but we did make some money, and obviously it was a nice change of pace from Telos. After that, we went to Nex and we got some bolts, but again, nothing too amazing to show there as well. I also did another trip with no one as well. There was a few other trips in between this, but nothing really came from Nex, so we did end up deciding Raksha was coming out very soon. It would be nice if we could finish these orb sets off before Raksha was released, so we had the money to invest in something that we might need. So we went back to Telos. Obviously expecting with the range that I normally do and the amount of kills that I can get done on my speed and stuff, is expecting another orb just really isn't that likely. But there was nothing else to do. Raksha was coming out soon. I needed the money. Let's just see if we can do it. So as not to bore you guys with way too much Telos, as so far that's all we've really seen in this. I did say in the last episode though that there would be a lot of Telos coming up. However, this is the last kill of the last streak that I did before Raksha was released. We are currently on a yak as we are at 432%. This is the biggest streak that I have ever done, and I only changed to yak at maybe about 400%, so not even that long ago. I just noticed that it was getting a bit risky with the food. I didn't want to waste that massive streak when the chances were higher than I was probably going to get for a while, so I just kept going with a yak and it was pretty smooth. However, every streak must come to an end, so let's see how it ended. Well, what can I say? One day left before Raksha. Just one day. In fact, it was literally the night before. And we finished our orb set. I must have the most insane look at Telos. I can't believe I managed to get another set done in such a short amount of time. But we'll definitely be keeping this cash ready for Raksha tomorrow, and hopefully we can get something to help us out with that, because that will be the very first boss that I've ever done on release, so I'm sure we're going to need the money, and I'm fairly sure that those 6 onyxes that I've got there are going to come in very handy. So from the start of trying to get this full orb set, I kept all of my loot, and this is the full amount that you can see in my inventory now. So including a full orb set and all of the loot altogether, we did get 151.2 mil in normal loot. And of course there is the orbs that we need to add to that as well. In the end, we did end up getting around about 1 bill, because I did have to buy a dormant bow rather than trying to get a drop myself, so that I could get the orbs gone and get the cash. So with about 1 bill left, what I decided to do was buy a Staff of Siliske and just mage Raksha. The reason being is everyone was doing range, but I also wanted the Staff of Siliske for elite dungeons, and I feel like it was just a better investment than if I just got all range gear. Of course, now that we had all of our gear and our staff and everything, Raksha did release, and I got there a bit later on in the day and did a live stream. I'm not going to go over this too much, as like I said, some of you guys would have seen in the live stream how that went. And I also made a video talking about my experience at Raksha with how it just didn't go well at all, with all the deaths and just not being able to solo the boss. But I did end up getting some duo kills with no one, which by the way is one of my mods in Discord, not just me saying I didn't go over anyone at all, just because I know a few people have been getting a little bit confused by that. But yeah, we did get some duo kills, and I did then go with my clan leader as well. We did get a drop, we split that, and we got an 80 mil split out of it, so it was really good, to be honest. Since then, I have managed to get a solo kill, and it was, yes, before the nerf. Thank frick for that, because if I hadn't got solo kill before the nerf, I would have been a little bit gutted. But we did manage to get one of those in, literally just one, and then I just didn't bother going back yet. I am yet to go back since the nerf, but we will have a look at that probably tonight or the next day even, and see how that goes. In the meantime though, I didn't want to spend too much time talking about Raksha. It's already been a minute, so the next thing I wanted to do is head off to get our goal that I mentioned in the last video. So at the end of the last episode of this series, I did go to Cereu, and I was trying to get my kill times down quite a bit, and I made sort of like a goal or a target with myself to try and reach about 7 or 8 minute kills rather than the 9-minute kills that I was on, and I just wanted to bring the time down just a little bit so I could safely squeeze in 2 kills per hour. Now, I'm not going to show you all of my attempts at doing this, but I will say that I had not a whole lot of fun from doing this, as I really didn't know what the method was to do it. But then I was shown, again by no one, on how to actually do the faster kills and killing the crystals in 2 cycles, which is basically phasing Cereu so you could jump on his back and being able to kill all 3 crystals in just 2 jumps. Now I know you can do this in 1 with melee if you are absolutely insane, but I only use magic for pretty much everything at the moment, and I didn't really understand how to do that at all. But after finding out the method, I wanted to give it a shot in this video, and that is this attempt on that. Well, what do you know? After literally about 4 attempts, after knowing on exactly how to do this, I did actually manage to pull it off, and I was absolutely buzzing. I was really impressed that I'd managed to do this. I genuinely thought there was no way I could do that much damage, but I think having the Staff of Siliske to 4-tick with made a massive difference, and obviously knowing the actual method to doing this is literally been the key to me being able to do this. So now that I can do this speed Cereu kills, which obviously isn't the best, but it is definitely a massive improvement for me, and we got past the goal of 7 minutes that we wanted. ED1 now becomes such a good money making method, and at the moment the scales from here are like 900k each. It is such good money. I will definitely be spending a lot more time here now, and I really enjoy this boss fight anyway. But that is literally all I have to share with you in this video now. There has been quite a lot of stuff between the last episode and this one, so hopefully you did enjoy catching up on all of that. And the future episodes will be coming out as they used to, probably with some live stream stuff as well, some live commentary, and just going back to normal. But I just wanted to quickly get you all caught up, seeing as it's been quite a while since the last episode. Hopefully you all really enjoyed, and hopefully if you did, then you will leave me a like on the video. It will get suggested to other people that way. It definitely helps me out. Also, leave a comment below about absolutely anything at all. I do reply to every single comment, so don't worry about that. I will definitely get a reply to you, and I would love to hear from you all. I just wanted to quickly mention that I do have a Discord channel, so if you do want to jump in that and get involved in any future episodes, then there will be a link in the description, so feel free to do that. And of course, if you did enjoy the video, or if you are new to the channel and you found it quite interesting, then make sure to subscribe as well, as this series will be going on until God Wars Dungeon 3 is released, and then we'll have some kills and stuff involved in that before calling it to a finish and then starting something new. Anyway, as always, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye. As always, thank you so much, Andy V, for being a member on the channel. I really do appreciate it, of course. And if there's anyone else who is interested in checking out the membership perks and stuff, there should be a join button next to the subscribe button, or a link in the description even. So if you're interested, take a look, see what perks you can get, and maybe you'll find something of interest.